let's do a short split stance, right foot forward, left foot back. Okay, reach up, push up off your toes, reach really long and high, and then sweep your arms back and send your hips back, lift your front toes. And let's repeat a couple more times. And back. Let's do one more of these. This is like one of my most favorite stretches. That's why we always do it. Okay, switch legs. I just feel like my core gets really tight and shortened from sitting. It just feels so good to really lengthen the spine. Let's do 2 more like this on this side. And last one. Okay, so now we're gonna do some lateral reaches. Arms go up, we're gonna step right and reach left. So lengthening the oblique muscles in your core and getting some lateral flexion of your spine. Again, I just love stretching out the abs. Okay, let's go the other way. And anything we can do to mobilize your upper spine, your thoracic spine, oh, that helps a ton. With neck issues, with shoulder issues, with lower back issues. If your upper spine's too tight, your lower back's gonna feel tight. Last one. Okay, back to the center. All right, hands on hips, take feet, shoulder width apart or maybe just a little bit wider. We're gonna do some hula hoops. Okay, hip circles. So this is to get basically your hips and your pelvis moving, that good rotation we get in there. And go the other way. So we really want our hip joints to move, but we don't necessarily want our lower back to move a whole lot. It's more the hips, because you gotta loosen up your hips for your lower back to release as well. Okay, come back to the center. Knees are just a little bit soft. We're gonna reach up really high, bend your knees and reach towards the floor. Bend your knees as much as you need to reach the floor, okay? Try and keep your back flat. So you might have to bend your knees more to get to the floor, maybe even into a squat. Okay, now maybe bend the knees a little bit less and reach for the floor, but still see if you can keep your back flat and push your hips back and up. So now we're trying to lengthen the hamstrings a little bit more, and maybe each time, maybe bend the knees just a tiny bit less, but if you start to round your back, then bend your knees more, okay? We're gonna do one more and then we're gonna hold it towards the floor. So now reach down and stay down. Okay, and if you can't touch the floor, that's okay. You can use your hands to support you on your knees or on your ankles, just wherever's fine. Or you can touch the floor, either way. Now we're gonna rock a little bit side to side. Side to side. And notice how the stretch shifts, inner thigh and hamstrings. Okay, now bend the knees a lot and look forward. Okay, so now what you're gonna do, and you can still have hands on knees, that's fine, is just start to lift your hips up. And you'll start to feel your hamstrings, and when they say they're done, you listen, you just stop there. Hands on legs and walk yourself all the way back up. Okay, good job. A few more hip circles. And other way. Oh, let's see, there was a shoulder request. Okay, we gotta throw some of that in. All right, so we can keep legs wide and just do some gentle circles. Let's go back and then go forward. Okay, other arm, go back. Now go forward. Okay, now take arms up in the air and we're gonna move into goalpost arms, like you're sliding your elbows in the back of your hands along the wall. This is actually really great to do on a wall, but you try and keep your ribs back on the wall too. So we're just going up and down. Might get some shoulder and pec stretch here. Last one, lift up, and then we're gonna stop right at 90 degrees, okay? And then my ribs kind of want to flare out, so I gotta pull them in a little bit. So if your ribs flare, pull them down a little bit. And then we're gonna rotate palms down as far as you can get them, and then rotate back of the hands back, forward and back. So these, we're using our rotator cuff muscles when we do these. Okay, bring arms in, push shoulders and hands down, and then move into a little squat position. Okay, let's hold there just a little bit longer, and then come all the way back up. Okay, let's release hands, and we're gonna move to a lunge. We got 1 minute. Right foot forward, left foot back, up on the back toes, and then push the heel up and down. We're gonna get one more hamstring lower back. Turn and plant the back foot so the hips just open up just a little bit, not too far. Straighten the front leg. Let's just put hands on hips. Reach your chest over your front leg until your hamstring says hello. And just hold it there. If you're rounding through your back at all, pull yourself up. It doesn't matter how far down you get your chest. Keep your back flat and your hips pushing back. All right, bring it up and switch. Okay, let's start with toes, up on toes, push the heel up and down. That's just to wake the calf up. Turn and plant the back heel so hips open a tiny bit. Straighten the front leg. Push your hips back as your chest reaches forward. Keep your spine really long here. When your hamstrings say they're done, then you let them be. And come all the way back up. Feet together, shake it out, just shake everything out. Let's shake out our feet. So it's good to like tense up your muscles and be strong, but you want to be able to relax at any point as well. So something to practice over the next week is just tensing up and then relaxing everything, because I think we spend too much time feeling tense. All right, you guys, you're all done. Thanks for joining today.